ShartimusPrime, reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit, Subscribe for the crotch right there, see that tiny little wee hole? Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the 2016 Dormammu Build-A-Figure Waves Doctor Strange movies Astral form of Doctor Strange. Well, that's a lot of Doctor Strange. Anyway, if you're trying to pick up this wave, you can get it. Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below. So this is pretty much the same movie Doctor Strange figure that I reviewed already. It's just that they're using different plastic and whatnot over here. It looks like they have some nice pearlescent paint on it, and he does come with a different Build-A-Figure piece for the Dormammu. Anyway, on the side you can see Doctor Strange right over there, and on the back you can see both figures. There's a read-up. If you want to read it, pause it now. There's the other figures from the wave, and there's even more Doctor Strange, and we got the Sanctum Sanctorum right up there. Alright, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's the movie Astral form Doctor Strange out of the packaging. Looking pretty cool over here. I really like the plastic that they used. Of course, the sculpt and everything's just retooled from the previous Doctor Strange movie figure that we just gotten from the very same wave. This definitely has a pinkish hue instead of an orangish hue. I felt like in the movie he looked a little bit more orangish colored. This one's definitely pink, but it reflects light really well. It's a very nice pearlescent sheen going on over here, so I think it looks really cool. One thing that strikes me kind of off though is that he can't take the Cape of Levitation with him. He doesn't come with a cape, but he does have the Eye of Agamotto, or the Time Stone, I guess. Anyway, let's take a closer look at this Doctor Strange. So here's a look at that head sculpt. Not looking too bad with this new paint and plastic that they used over here. So Hasbro's doing this thing. They've been doing it for a while now where they mix the paint in with the plastic, and that's how we get this nice pink pearlescent plastic over here. Looking really good. As far as paint applications added to the figure itself, all we get is the white for the eyes over there, which were applied pretty well, I think. You know, it looks like they hit the mark. I want to say they maybe missed it a little bit on the left eye, but it still looks even enough for me, so I can't be disappointed in that. And I like how I'm not seeing a whole ton of marbleization with it. You know, I'm seeing a little bit, I guess some on the left side of his forehead, but I'm glad to not really see a whole ton. Oh, there we get a big old line coming down the side of his face, but it kind of runs close to the hairline, so it's not that terrible when you look at it head on. So the marbleization is still there, and I wish that they would kind of clean that up a little bit. But anyway, looking at the rest of it, you can see all the texture detail still, you know. And then the Eye of Agamotto has the white paint on it and everything. There's one part of this figure, it's on the legs, where it actually looks a little bit more film accurate as far as the color goes. But I still really like this sheen, and it feels like it changes color a little bit, you know. Like you can see, like right now, it looks a little bit more purplish right over here. I don't know. I feel like it reflects light in a very cool way. Like if I put this blue Doctor Strange over it, I feel like it changes the color of the figure. See? If I hover it over there, the light shines through this translucent blue plastic onto that one, and it just absorbs the color really well. Yeah, you can see it like almost turning blue right now. That's really neat. So, a very subtle detail that's pretty cool with this thing. I really like how the legs look though. I wish the rest of the figure looked a little bit more like this color. I feel like this has a slightly more orange hue to it, like how it looked in the movie. So I think more of that would have been better. And as you can see right over here, we get the pinkish hue again. So orangish, pinkish, see the difference? See the difference? Very subtle difference. You know, it's a minor gripe, but, you know, everything looks pretty good with this. I actually really like this. But, you know, as far as posing options go, there's not a whole lot of posing options for this thing. I do want to run through the articulation, even though I did go through it on the other figure review, just because the plastic is kind of stiff. You can still get the head moving all the way up. You can move the head downwards. You get side to side movement over here. A little bit of neck wobbling. Now the shoulder joints were really stiff on this, and it's loosened up now. But at first I felt like I was going to break it trying to get these joints to move. Just a lot more stiff on this one than it is on this one for me, I guess. I don't know. It's a little bit easier to use on the regular version. But yeah, you can see how that works. You get a bicep swivel, you get double jointed elbows, and I really like the choice for the plastic pegs right over here. I think that looks really good. I did have the hands pop off on me fairly easy, but they turn side to side, they hinge up and down. Then he has a waist joint that turns side to side, pivots, crunches forward a little bit, moves back just some. Then the legs can only move outward that much, and he can kick forward that much, back a tiny bit. Upper thigh cut, which is very stiff on this figure. He has a double jointed knees, and then again, look at the plastic that they used for the inside of the joints. I just think they did a really good job with that. And then you get boot rotation right there. Ankles move down, up a little bit, and he does have ankle pivot. Before we move on to the measurement section, I just wanted to mention something about the big time letdown stop motion feature that you guys saw yesterday. Thank you so much for the kind words. One thing I wanted to talk about is I wanted to do this whole green screen thing, but I realized, oh wait, big time letdown Spider-Man's green, so he's just going to go invisible. And then I didn't realize how blue this figure was right here. So I had to Photoshop every image from this guy to being blue to white for all those stop motion sequences when they're watching the videos of the big time letdown sequences from the past. And for you patrons out there, I'm going to do a behind the scenes video on that stop motion video soon. Then here's the Astral Form movie Doctor Strange figure at as wide a stance possible with both feet still flat on the floor. And measuring out this Doctor Strange figure, you can see that it's standing at about 6.5 inches tall. Then here he is next to the regular version movie Doctor Strange figure, and you can see it's the same sculpt, you know, just redone over here. And then for your Astral Form comparison, we have the comic book version Astral Form Doctor Strange compared to the movie version right over there. You can see this one's way blue compared to this pink one. And then we have the comic book version MU3¾ inch version. Thank you, Sean Long. And this is my absolute favorite one. Out of all the Astral Forms, this one looks the best. It just has a very unique pearlescent color to it. And I remember Dave Vonner saying that they spent crazy hours picking the color for this, and that looks just really cool. It's really the most invisible looking one out of the three of them, right? But it still has its own color and everything. I really like that MU version. Then here's the movie Astral Form Doctor Strange next to the Marvel Legends Big Time No Letdown Spider-Man. Oh. Woohoo! Yes, big time no letdown Spider-Man! Alright, I'm back and with moving fingers! Then here's the Astral Form Doctor Strange once more with a white backdrop, and it doesn't really stick out too much. I have to say I really like this piece. I think it looks very good. I wish they went more with an orangish hue, but other than that, I think it looks pretty good. At first, I thought it was just a cheap way for them to make some money, but, you know, seeing it now and actually realizing that we're probably going to see an Astral Form Doctor Strange interacting with other MCU characters, it makes me excited to have this. So I'm looking forward to that in the future. And by the way, I will be posting more video reviews with the Big Time No Letdown stop motions in there, but only expect them for the figure reviews where the figure is a letdown. I can't be doing it every day. It's just a lot of work, man. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this figure review. Also, if you want to check out a photo gallery of images, it's all over at marvelousnews.com. You can follow me on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links all in the description below. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Here, translucent